Hello. Welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to conversations of people showing good manners. This video is divided into 3 parts, where the characters will showcase their good manners by showing gratitude, asking for forgiveness, and lending a hand to someone. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene, so listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions right. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you excited? This should be fun. First, let's listen to a conversation between Gwen and Jonas as Gwen shows gratitude to Jonas. Let's see how their conversation goes. And don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's dive in.
Hey Jonas, got a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
I just wanted to say thanks for covering my shift last Friday. I really appreciate it.
No problem at all. It was no biggie. I know you had that family thing.
Seriously, it meant a lot. I was stressing out about missing it.
Glad I could help. You'd do the same for me, right?
Absolutely. We're a team. Plus, you've always got my back.
For sure. By the way, I noticed you left that report on my desk this morning. Thanks for that. You saved me a ton of time.
Oh, it was nothing. Just figured I'd lend a hand since I knew you were swamped.
You're a lifesaver, Gwen. I owe you one.
Nah, we're even now. But hey, if you ever need anything else, just holler.
Will do. And same goes for you. We make a pretty good team, huh?
We do. It's great working with someone who's got your back.
Totally agree. Oh, by the way, how did the family event go?
It was fantastic. My cousin got married, and the ceremony was beautiful. It was great to see everyone.
That sounds awesome. Weddings can be such a blast.
Yeah, it was. And the food was amazing. I'm still thinking about that cake.
Oh man, now you're making me hungry. Speaking of food, have you tried that new sandwich place around the corner?
Not yet, but I've heard good things. You've been there?
Yeah, went there last week. Their turkey avocado sandwich is to die for.
I'll have to check it out. Maybe we can grab lunch there later. My treat.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Gwen. I really appreciate it.
No problem at all. It's the least I can do after all your help.
You're too kind. It's always a pleasure working with you.
Same here, Jonas. We make a great team.
Absolutely. All right, I better get back to it. Looking forward to lunch later.
Me too. Catch you later.
Later.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Gwen and Jonas. Why did Gwen thank Jonas at the beginning of the conversation? Gwen thanked Jonas because he covered her shift last Friday, which she appreciated. What did Jonas thank Gwen for? Jonas thanked Gwen for leaving a report on his desk, which saved him a lot of time. What did Jonas and Gwen plan to do later? Jonas and Gwen planned to grab lunch later at the new sandwich place, with Gwen offering to treat Jonas. So did you get all the questions correct? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's listen to a phone call conversation between Max and Cathy as Max apologizes to Cathy. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's begin.
Hello.
Hey, Cathy, it's Max. How are you doing?
Hey, Max. I'm good, thanks. What's going on?
I need to talk to you about something that's been weighing on my mind.
Oh, of course. What's on your mind?
Remember last weekend when we were supposed to hang out and I completely flaked on you?
Yeah, I remember. You didn't show up, and I got a bit worried.
I'm really sorry about that, Cathy. I got caught up with work, and before I knew it, it was too late to let you know.
It's okay, Max. Life gets hectic sometimes, but I have to admit, it did feel a bit strange not hearing from you.
I know, and I feel terrible about it. You mean a lot to me, and I should have been more considerate of your time.
Don't be too hard on yourself. We all have moments like this. The important thing is that you're reaching out now.
Thanks for understanding, Cathy. You're such a great friend.
Hey, that's what friends are for, right? Supporting each other through the ups and downs.
Absolutely. And I want you to know that I'm truly sorry. I value our friendship a lot.
I appreciate your honesty, Max. It means a lot to me that you're owning up to it.
I want to make it up to you. How about we plan something special for this weekend? A movie night, perhaps?
That sounds wonderful, Max. I'd love that.
Great. I'll make sure it's a night to remember. And again, I'm really sorry for letting you down.
No worries, Max. We all make mistakes. What matters is how we learn and grow from them.
Thanks, Cathy. You're the best.
You're pretty great too, Max. Let's make this weekend awesome.
Definitely. I'll let you know the details soon. Take care, Cathy.
You too, Max. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Max and Cathy. Why did Max apologize to Cathy? Max apologized to Cathy because he forgot about their plans to hang out. How did Cathy feel when Max didn't show up? Cathy felt a bit worried. How does Max plan to make it up to Cathy? Max suggests planning a movie night for the upcoming weekend. So, how many questions did you get right for the second scene? Let us know in the comments section. Now, we're down for the last conversation between John and Grace as he helps Grace in the street. Are you still taking notes? Make sure to write down the highlighted words and discover their meanings at the end of this video.
Excuse me, ma'am, do you need a hand?
Oh, bless your heart, young man. If it's not too much trouble, could you help me across the street? My legs aren't what they used to be.
Of course, not a problem at all.
Thank you so much, dear. You've been a real lifesaver.
It was my pleasure, ma'am. I couldn't just walk by and not offer to help.
Say, young man, what's your name?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm John.
Well, John, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Grace.
Likewise, Grace. Where were you headed with all these groceries?
Just back home, dear. I try to do my shopping early in the day to avoid the rush, but sometimes I end up with more than I can carry.
I can understand that. Living alone?
Yes, dear. My husband passed away a few years ago, and my children live out of state, but I manage just fine.
You seem quite independent, Grace.
Well, you have to be when you reach my age, but it's always nice to know there are kind souls like you willing to lend a hand when needed.
I'm glad I could help, and I hope you don't mind me saying, but you don't look a day over 60.
Oh, you flatterer. You're too kind, John.
Just stating the truth, Grace.
Well, thank you again, dear. And always remember, good manners never go out of style.
I'll keep that in mind, ma'am. Take care now.
Before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between John and Grace. What does John offer to do for Grace when he sees her? John offers to carry her groceries. What other favor did Grace ask John? Grace asked John to help her cross the street. Where was Grace headed with all the groceries? Grace was headed back home with the groceries. So, how many questions did you get right for the third scene? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better and subscribe to see our other videos. No biggie. This means something is not a problem or not a big deal. Lend a hand. This means to help or assist someone. Completely flaked on you. To fail to fulfill a commitment or promise, often without a good reason. Reaching out. Making contact or communicating with someone, often to seek help, support, or reconciliation. Bless your heart. This is a kind expression used to show appreciation or gratitude. Now let's review other key vocabulary. Swamped, overwhelmed or very busy. Considerate, thoughtful of others' feelings or needs. Flatterer, someone who compliments excessively. Hectic, very busy, chaotic, or full of activity. Independent, able to do things on one's own without needing help from others. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.